So, you want to be a game master, do you? You seen your friends running the other side of the table and you think, that's the job I want. That's the position I want to take on. That's the responsibility and challenge that I want to play, that I want to do. That's the position I want to play. Okay. Very early on, you're going to be surrounded by lots of stuff on YouTube, lots of videos of very professional people running very professional looking tables. Looks great. Awesome. Don't open yourself up to this misguided belief that that's your goal. I'm recently listening to a guy who's learning the whole hobby and teaching his son and his disabled son to play too, while he's still trying to learn stuff. I mean, I've made commentary on his channel often. One of those recent videos was he was lambasting himself in part because he'd realized he'd been trying too hard to be entertaining. As much as you see those professional websites with professional actors or semi-actors who, that's what they do, and they're used to being entertaining and delivering lines and thinking creatively from a character perspective, you're just doing yourself a disservice and those at your table to expect your table to even come close to that. And in truth, you're probably putting, like that, the fella I was talking about, put way too much pressure on himself to perform in a position or in a manner that's not practical for you as a new player or as a new GM. You need time to learn your legs, to grow a voice, to know what works for you and what doesn't. Don't try to emulate somebody else's system. Don't try to emulate somebody else's style. This isn't going to work in the long run. At the end of the day, for the majority of people, this does not work. Does not work. Don't make that mistake. Focus on being consistent as a GM. You're still learning the rules just like your players, or in some aspects, you're still learning how the nuances of the rules. That's the thing about the great role-playing game plethora of systems out there, is to understand that there's no one awesome system. Every system has its own challenges, its own advantages, its own disadvantages, and its own flavor. That comes out with time. Once again, this fellow on the video, he showed it where he's bouncing from system to system to system every few weeks, every month or two, and he's not giving himself any time whatsoever to absorb anything, let alone the flavor of the system he's trying to run. Well, you have no experience doing that. It's just adding to your potential failure across that table. And you're doing a disservice to yourself and your players. It's just my opinion on that. Something to think about. If you want to be a new game master, do not do not put yourself in a position where it's your job to be the entertainment, that it's your job to make everybody else have fun, because that's not the job. Your job is to present everything that their characters are going to have to interact with as best you can, as consistently as you can. Give yourself time. Give yourself time to find that voice, to learn the flavor of the system, to embrace the system. Give yourself time to even decide whether this system's the one it's really for you. Because there are systems out there that some people are much better at running than others.